toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Great to have you along, UB Stadium in Buffalo, home to the Buffalo Bulls. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Memphis Tigers, taking on a team from the MAC, the Buffalo Bulls. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. The Bulls ready to get this thing started and open the season. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Memphis offense takes the field. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one match.
Turning it on! He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Guys, let's talk about Memphis. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Shotgun snap on third down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
And the Bulls with an absolute gift to start this drive with goal to go. They'll go to the ground. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They go to the ground. Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And, man, I know he's going to be really upset with himself because you have all these goals and all these things you want to do, and you come in your first touch, man. You cough it up, but you got to put it behind you. This defense needs to come out now, be ready to play, fight back, build some momentum back the other direction.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Memphis picking up the tempo. Let's take a minute here and talk a little Memphis. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot. Get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
From the gun, the ground game. Fights off a defender. Breaks into the open. Past the 50. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Grabbed behind the line, it's Johnson. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Going for the big play. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis.
And a really nice job by the quarterback. He drops back. He knows where he's going with the football. You can tell he sees this guy coming from left to right, running that post down the middle of the field, throws it, perfect timing to his receiver. He catches the football, takes it into the end zone.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there in the Grove. They're up by 7 over Charlotte. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down,
there he goes. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Bulls want to move quickly.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Memphis is holding on to the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Bulls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. snagged in the middle. It's Williams. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Looking downfield, it's Baker. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Good right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Rushes on him. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo! And they turn it into a defensive score.
You know, the one thing that really worries head coaches coming into week 1 is ball security. You're worried about execution. This offense has done some good things early in this game, but you cannot put the ball on the ground because the defense will make you pay like they did right there, taking it all the way to the house.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained.
And the defense got him at the 27.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wideout. The play action fake. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Gives it on the option. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He'll keep it himself.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Brings up 2nd down.
Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Baker. He can't make the catch. He was open on the crossing route, and instead they're facing a 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The give to the tailback. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Memphis wants to move quickly. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here's a heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on net. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Here comes the heat. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slot. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Complete with conviction on the crosser. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Quarterback floating away from pressure. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the 1st half. They'll go to the toss. He's in open space downfield. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking downfield very late in the half. Makes the grab. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He wants to throw it. Under fire. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Western New York. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside picturesque UB Stadium.
Memphis ready to kick it deep and get the second half going. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast. Keep
Purdy on the Jets. The 30. He's at the touchdown, Buffalo. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
an unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Dropping back, it's Baker. Working that left side now. The short pass will come up just a tad short of the goal line. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. They'll try to get the first through the air. He'll try to do it himself. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do, because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that throw.
They'll try to get outside. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play. Now the play fake. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up, because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McLaurin. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Bulls are moving quickly down the field. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Wants to throw again. He's got him. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Keeps the play going. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but I don't care if it's Archie or Eli back there. We've come to learn that no lead is safe inside Vaught Hemingway. They're up by 7 over Charlotte. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Memphis picking up the tempo. They'll give it to the back. And some room to work. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Memphis will be forced to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. Back to throw, it's Baker. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Here's the handoff. Turning it on. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the break. Buffalo has the lead, and they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Quarterback on the keeper. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Sends it back in motion. Direct snap. It's Williams. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. He'll do it himself. Touchdown Bulls. And the beatdown has ensued.
Game one, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
33, Memphis, 7.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. Calls his own number. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Bringing the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. They'll move the wide receiver. A run for the quarterback. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Takes a hit as he fires. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Bell. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fakes to grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Memphis now operating in the red zone. Coming out on first down with the play fake. They're working that left side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Off the play fake. Quarterback adapting. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
Right down the boulevard. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give on the inside. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll try the run. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments they can jump up and bite you.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Great to have you along, UB Stadium in Buffalo, home to the Buffalo Bulls. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Baylor Bears, taking on a team from the MAC, the Buffalo Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Bulls will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Baylor's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. And the Bears will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Wants to bring it back. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Bulls offense has the ball for the first time. And, David, they've got a receiver that if he's able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Now, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense, and he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Bolitnikoff Award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
To the air, it's Baker. Fires complete on the crosser. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And the Bulls want to crank the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Finds a little space. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The Bulls are marching down the field. Under fire. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Power football with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner is going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He gets it up close to the 25, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. The Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Unloads it downfield. Reels it in down the left side. Wide open spaces. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Baylor!
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. on same. It's the big touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
And the Bulls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Gets it out fast. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Oh, they're after him. Pulls it in. It's Williams. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
They just keep firing. Quick strike complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Has to get there to move the sticks. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Offense is stopped. Will be returned on downs.
Out of the gun, the inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll keep it himself. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catch in the middle, it's Connors. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Back to throw, it's Baker. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And that's enough for another ball.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Pressure coming. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Caught close to the marker. It's Connors. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. On the run, it's King. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the 1st half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. USC looks like a legit title contender right now. That offense is just having its way. They're up by 21 over Nevada. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Scanning the field, it's Baker. Fires to the right. Pulls it in, it's McFarland. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Makes the grab. Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks. The Bulls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll send the back in motion. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Wants to keep it in the air. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Bulls line up to punt it away. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. On the run, it's King. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Connors. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Bears moving quickly to the line.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest.
There he goes. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Hawkins. Finds his tight end. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Looking to throw on 3rd. Makes the catch. It's Kearney. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. Wants to go up top on first down. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Bears are in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Back to throw. Time running short in the half. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Here's a heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. The lead now 6 here in the second.
13, Buffalo, 7.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Baker. He's got an open man. They'll immediately call timeout. Lining up from the 34 on first down.
Timeout, Buffalo.
Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Wants to go up top. He's got it along the sidelines, foot inbounds, and it's a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Western New York. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside picturesque UB Stadium.
The Bears will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. The Bulls come to the line in the hurry-up.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. And he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
To the air, it's Baker. Hauls it in. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Past the sticks, and he may get more. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo! And that one will give them the lead.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. He'll pull it on the read. Keeps it himself and gets the first. Turning it on! That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
All right, moving forward, this defense, they better be very aware when this quarterback decides to keep the football. That's a good decision by him, but now defensively, you not only have to worry about the running back, you got to worry about this quarterback getting to the perimeter and hurting you with his speed.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. From the gun, give on the inside. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Sam Houston has the lead right now. Huntsville has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over Colorado State.
To throw, it's Baker.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Bulls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
He'll keep it himself. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Good enough for a first down.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And the Bulls are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Coming up, fourth down.
They'll move the tight end. Off play action. Escapes trouble. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Oh. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll run the option. Plows through the defense. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That's caught. It's Kearney. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Hunt is on its way. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give on the counter. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be 4th down. The Bulls will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Got room to work. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The give to the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll keep it on the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Gets the back moving. Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Bears have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Kearney. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Sweet cut there. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. They'll run the option. Quick toss. Breaks into the open. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very